Welcome, Leo, to your end of the month reading for October. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If your friends like this, hit that big old like button. Welcome back, all subscribers. Anyone new, welcome, welcome. And cross watchers, of course. Guys, got our Halloween things going on. Now got the table mat. Okay, for those of you celebrating Halloween, I hope you have a safe, beautiful, fun time. Okay, let's see. Best messages coming out. Messages. For the beautiful Leo. Someone is not moving forward, or you're not moving forward, or maybe both. I'm planting my butt right here. I'm not moving. I don't feel the love. I don't feel the connection right now. Let's see what's going on. Could be playing victim at this time. Feeling very hurt about the situation. Contemplating on the situation. Wow, what is going on? Little cards and see what's going on here. I see that somebody is not moving towards you. It feels like they're very hurt about the situation, or they're afraid that you're very upset about the situation still. That's really what I'm getting. You're afraid, Leo, that they're like, you know what, Leo's not going to forgive me, or you're still mad at me. So it's almost like they're kind of contemplating whether or not they should even come towards you. Yeah, it could be a love situation, but they're kind of tempted to want to move towards you. But they're afraid that you're still in this kind of opposition mode. They're afraid that you're still mad. Yeah, they're afraid that you're still mad at them. So they're not moving towards you at all. They're afraid of the dispute, but they do say that they are sorry about this situation. But they don't want to come towards you, even though they do believe that there is ties, right? They don't believe that this is over. So they are contemplating whether or not they should come and say something, but they're really worried that you're really upset about it. It also looks like it's because you haven't come towards them at all either, right? So they're not going to come towards you. So let's see why. Tell us why. Besides that, why, right? Looks like they know that they already messed up. Yeah. Yeah, they feel like they're already out in the cold. They feel like they lost the situation to you, and they know exactly what's going on. It looks like in the future they are going to want to rush towards you, but for now they're just going to kind of hang back in the shadows. Really hanging back in the shadows, guys. They're saying, I am going to move towards you as soon as I feel the timing is right with the Knight of Swords, right? Because they want to share this information with you, but they're holding their tongue. They're definitely just hanging back in the shadows over here. They don't want to take any action. They're afraid that if they go in there, and try to sweet talk you or say apologies or anything, that it's just going to really kind of stir up the pot, right? It's kind of like they're mixing more issues. Okay, so whether or not you want them to come and talk to you or not, is up to you. But for now, they're saying that they don't think that you want this because they are afraid that, like I said, it's going to bring up more nonsense, more hurt, more pain. But yet I'm also, I'm kind of worried about this situation anyways, because you do have the Nine of Wands, and the Nine of Wands can be a card of victimization. So they could be also playing victim. And maybe you know that, I don't want to talk to you because you're trying to make yourself into the victim over here when it was, you're not seeing my side of the story. You hurt me, right? So I don't want to come listen to your nonsense, because it feels like that's exactly what's happening, is that they want to come and try to say their side of the story. But it does kind of feel that way. I have to agree that when they do come rushing in, it's going to be more about me, and you're going to be like, well, wait a minute, my loyalties to you were there, and you pushed me, you hurt me, what about me, and there is no you. It looks like it's more about them. Could be dealing with an air sign for sure, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. For a lot of you, it could definitely be an Aquarius. Um, oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So even if they do come back at this time, they would be self-sabotaging the situation because they're not looking at the at your hurts, your pains. They're only thinking about themselves. There's so many self-sabotage cards going on in here, guys. The Five of Swords and the Seven of Swords can literally be self-sabotage in its own way, right? And it's like they're thieving. It's definitely taking away. Not, they think they're taking away your pain, but they're not taking away your pain. If anything, it's going to anger you more. Right now would not be a very good time for them to come back. Not if they're going to step like this, because this is not, no. I see, if they're trying to take your swords away, and that means they're not even listening to anything you have to say. They're not seeing it that way. They don't want to be in a challenge mode, so they don't feel like they're putting themselves into a challenge mode when it comes to this situation, because they think they're right. They hurt you and they think that they're playing victim. I'm sorry, guys. That's exactly what it is. So yeah, it's kind of distasteful the way this is going down. I can literally feel like, this is how, it's kind of like the wow, I mean, if you wanted to come in, we could talk about it, right? We could talk about maybe how we hurt each other. We could talk about what you did to me, but no, they want to make it all about themselves and how hurt they are, not anything that has to do with what happened to you. Oh, I don't like that. It's kind of like, yeah, Leo, I know I hurt you, but in seriousness, I really hurt myself, right? Because this really hurt that I did this and I shouldn't have done that. And it's like, what? And I lost you and it really hurt me. And what the, what are you talking about? Yeah, it should hurt you, but it hurt me too. So it's just going to be the me, which is pretty arrogant. And it's going to put a sour taste in your mouth. So literally, they're not coming back right now, but I do see them wanting to try to come back. They could be coming back around Thanksgiving time, next month. I mean, if they come in before that, I mean, it would definitely, I would assume that it's going to be somewhere around the beginning of November. But I really don't see them right now coming back towards you because, look, guys, if it's going to end up like that, you don't want them back anyways, right? If they're just going to do that and not even see it, as they hurting you at all. And I mean, the way that they do say, I see that I hurt you, but what about me, right? And it's just like, wow. So I think, and they're like, but Leo's still mad at me, so I'm not going to do this right now. It's like, even if you guys weren't mad right now, this is going to make you very upset. So some of you could say, yeah, you know what? I am very mad at you. I don't want you back. And then some of you can say, no, I wasn't like that. I was waiting for you to come back to apologize. I was waiting for, they're not coming to do that. So in the end, it wouldn't even be worth it right now while they're thinking this way. It's like maybe they just need to wait until the pot stops boiling over, because now they're going to make it to where it's boiling all over the floor. Right? So it's showing that you're walking away right now and keeping your tempers, at bay. For a lot of you, that they were disloyal. They had a third party situation and they were cheating. So maybe all you wanted was just an apology so that you can just continue to walk away. Or maybe you don't even want an apology. Maybe a lot of you are just like, please don't come back at all. But they really do believe that you were very mad. And even if it wasn't cheating, it's definitely that they had put something else in front of you. Right? Their friends, their alcohol, their drinking, their partying, their work. Something is there. Something is there that took your place. The sword is coming down anyways. I see a lot of you just going to make boundaries and catch your sword and tell your truth anyways. Because you're not wanting to fight. Excuse me, I'm not fighting for this, and I'm not fighting, and I'm not arguing with you. It looks like once they come in, they're just going to end up causing an argument anyways. Five of Wands in reverse. The Sun in reverse. Causing even darker days. It could even be that, you've kind of gotten over the situation. And now this is just going to gloom and doom your days again for them bringing this shit back up. And they do want to come back. It's almost like they want to come back to tell their side of the story, but it's just going to cause another tower. It's just going to cause this tower, right? It's going to cause this storm. We see that with the sun anyways. If the sun ain't shining, then it's dark, my friends, right? So, yeah, for a lot of you, it's a love situation. They want to come back and try to show you that you are their true love, and they do really feel disconnectedness with you. They want to nurture the situation and show you that you are the queen or the king, however. They want to show you that you are the royalty that you say you are, they know you are, that you know you are. Okay, so, but where's the loyalty? This really brings a sour taste to my mouth. Leo is the biggest loyalist sign in the whole zodiac. Nothing becomes more loyal than a Leo. So when you mess around, it doesn't just mess around with the loyalty, but it also messes around with integrity. It messes around with, it just showcases a whole lot of bad news for the bear, right? I mean, you couldn't get a sign more loyal than a Leo. And so they want to play mix match over here. All I have to say with a Leo, you mess with their heart once, but you ain't gonna do it twice. It's gonna depend on how big of the deal it's gonna be for each individual. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, you're gonna sit over here strong as the emperor that you are. Being in boss mode, taking on that lion mode that you have. This is my field. You're not walking in my field. They're not using any intuition when it comes to this situation. They probably should. Showing that their intuition is in reverse, so meaning they're not thinking very well. If they were intuitively thinking, that they would know that they should come back with more loyalty, more respect, and more integrity on themselves. A lion likes a person with integrity, a loyal person as well. A person that when they do mess up, they can face the challenge, they can face the difficulty, they can face the problem. This is showing weakness. This is showing egomatic behavior, which is not, it's not. Wow. It's almost like they want to put you back up on a pedestal. But if they had you on a pedestal to begin with, this would never have happened. Now they just want to come in, and now it's just one of those things where it's like they got their tail between their legs. And instead of coming in like a man or a woman, they're going to come in like a mouse. And that's not cool because, I mean, come on, even if we all fuck up and we do stupid things, I mean, at least come talk to me like, like the man or the woman that you are. Come talk to me like the emperor, right? Don't, because they're coming in kind of cowardly. And Leos are very forgiving and very loving. I know because I'm surrounded by a lot of them, and I'm Leo rising, and I'm surrounded by many. Um, you mess up that, we can talk this out. We can do what it is depending on what the situation is. But coming in like a coward and then being a victim, that's not the way to do things. Yeah. Shh. And that's what it is. It's like, it's like, show me that you care. Show me that you actually care about the situation. This is not really showing that you care about me. It's showing about you caring about yourself and you getting what you want out of the situation. It's not a false mask, my friends. This is not a false mask. This is literally cowardly. But yet wanting what they want. So there's a lot of ego and a lot of cowardness going on. I would just love for them to just come in and just actually just come in like a real person. And a real person means, you know what, I know I messed up, you know. I hope you forgive me. If you can't, then, I really messed this up, you know. But coming in just waving their sword around, which is their communication, and not listening to, to anything you want to say, and making it all about them. And it's kind of crazy because it's all about how I'm so hurt over this situation and I know I did wrong and blah blah blah, but yet not continue, not bringing in any situation of how they hurt you. That's wrong. It needs to be both ways. It's like, man, and I really hurt you and that really hurt me and I'm really stupid, and that's what's real. But what I see here is not really real. It's a love that they want to see as a love of what they want. But where's the real unconditional love? I don't know. I don't care if it's a friend. I don't care if it's a love situation. I don't care if it's a family member. I don't care if it's a boss. I don't care if it's a coworker. I don't care if it's the guy on the sidewalk across the street, who keeps stealing your trash can. It's like, what the hell? I mean, it doesn't really matter what the situation is. It's just like, why? Why are you? No, that's no forgiveness. You got to figure when the judgment's right side up, that means that there's true forgiveness, true mercy, being at your mercy, because they know that they want this healthy connection to you. They know that what they did was really wrong. Five of Swords to the Seven of Swords does not tell me that they did anything wrong. And so they want this fresh new start with you, but they're really hanging around right now. They're waiting for the perfect timing when they don't think you're mad anymore. I'm just like wowed. Like wowzers, guys. It's kind of like, well, when I feel like Leo's done brewing and steaming, which you might already be done, it's just all in their head, right? Swords, that's mental. It could just be all in their head. You're like, I'm not even worried about it anymore. But if they're going to come in like that, that's a whole nother story. So let's grab one of these Halloween cards and see what Spirit has to say. Remember, these don't have to be exactly towards this reading. It could be towards anything. It is Halloween, so it is time for the Halloween cards. We do have the whole Halloween Oracle deck. Right, let's just kind of see. Give our beautiful Leos something. Wow, guys, I like wowed. Well, at least now you know what to expect when they come racing in. Apple, risk and reward. Looks like Snow White's apple over here. They bit it into a heart. See what that says. Now, mind you, I'm going to have to look these up. I don't remember every one of them. I only use them once a year. The card says, it's the sweetest icon, risky red desire, poison and freedom, tempting hearts afire. It kind of does go to this reading now, doesn't it? Let's see. Let's see what this says here, guys. Hold on one second. Should you receive this apple card in your reading, it's time to look at how risk plays out in your life. Are you hedging your bets and not trying anything new? Do you want change but are not willing to change anything? Are you willing to risk to get a greater reward? Or alternatively, are you risking too much too often? So it's just definitely talking about how much risk is involved within the situation. Maybe it feels risky if you take this person back. Maybe that's what Spirit's trying to say, because that's what my intuition is saying, is that you might feel like even if they want to come with their heart's desire, even though they're not doing it right, what kind of risk are you at? Are you at risk of their loyalty being truly loyal, or are you at risk for them continuing to be disloyal? I would have to say, intuitively over here, with a person who comes back and wants to play victim on a situation and doesn't take full responsibility for your heart or for their right risky behaviors, it could be a risk that maybe you're not willing to take again. So maybe you really will just walk away from the situation, say, I'm taking my heart and I'm leaving the rest behind, because it's not worth it. Because if you're not going to be real with me, then why would I risk my heart again? Wow. Beautiful message. Until next time, my friends. Peace and love. Bye bye.